Well, we're just relaxing here at Camp T-Rex.
Dinosaurs are cool.
He's a good boy.
Stand by, everybody. Here we go.
I think it's been great to have real sets and real dinosaurs. It's just a thrill because it's the way I started. Everything was real back in the 70s.
It's always, for the actor, important to have something real so they can interact in a more organic way. And for them, it's great having a puppet of Baby Blue or a T-Rex or Indoraptor.
Right there. That was great, guys.
Fortunately, we're making the movie in England. Neil Scanlon, who does all of the Star Wars animatronics, happened to be available. And all of the things that you've seen in the Star Wars movies, he's bringing to this Jurassic World.
Signal's fantastic.
The fundamental requirement of an animatronic is that ability to be able to touch it, to interact with it. And that's born out of Stan Winston's incredible work on Jurassic Park.
I remember they were true to size, and actually, because of the puppeteering and the mechanism, which could sometimes get out of control, they warned us, things go haywire, even if not for human error. And that's the last thing you want to have happen, is be killed by an animatronic T-Rex. Hey!
The T-Rex in the Jurassic Park movies, they all look different. They've just evolved. This one is just so huge. Been around for a while, so I'm treating it more like a humongous dinosaur crocodile that also have a little bit of a feel of an elephant.
This character is like, you know, any actor, really. It requires makeup. There are times when it needs to feel a little moist, so we would spray it with water. We would add dry patches.
Adding dirt, adding roughness to bring the realism, so you actually believe that it's a living, breathing creatures.
One, two. It's working.
That was really the one scene that J.A. just wanted to see in this movie, a blood transfusion with a dinosaur. And Owen and Claire had to get up close with this animal in a way that no humans ever have in these films before.
Okay, here we go.
For Blue, we had a print from ILM, a digital 3D print. We then remolded that and cast that out in a sculpting wax. The sculptors then picked out all the detail. Then it was molded and then produced in foam latex. She was always going to be lying down, so we knew that we could get puppeteers underneath.
And 3, 2, 1, and lift. That's it.
And really what we're doing is trying to play out the action that J.A. wants us to, but also interpret the moment so that we can react to that.
This is my stand-in, this is Daniela's stand-in, and they're up there right now just setting up a shot. So if I lift this up, watch. We kind of choreograph a few beats when she's feeling pain, when she's reacting to the motion of the boat. These are all things we're trying here, and it's been the result of collaborating on the ideas in rehearsal.
That's where the bullet is.
It's kind of a little bit claustrophobic with so many people in such a small space, but at the same time, being confined really allows you to make a connection with everybody around you. And because everything comes in the creature from its breath, you all start to move and feed off each other almost subconsciously, and you can all feel the emotion at the same time and hopefully bring that out in the creature above you.
Excellent. That's great.
It's theater, you know, it's like live theater. It's incredible. Look, you can see the hand, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
This thing's not real, and yet I've grown a major attachment to it.
You're my girl, Blue.
The Indoraptor is the result of a Velociraptor and Indominus Rex. I came with an idea that he had to be very different from the other dinosaurs. So I thought, let's create like a very black silhouette where you can see very clearly the teeth, where you can see clearly the eyes.
We wanted to look a bit serpent-like, a bit like a snake. The teeth come out of the gums. There's no lips as such. Slime.
Our job is to make it as realistic and natural as possible. You look at an existing animal that has the closest resemblance to this. So for the eye, what the crocodile has is this dictating membrane to protect his eye when it's underwater.
What I'm looking to do is actually find the character within the facial features. There's always a reason behind their actions. You hit that moment and it lives.
Oh, that's nice. I personally think we've got it. It scared me.
Scary stuff.
Won't sleep tonight.
1, 2, 3.
That's the elbow, basically, like that. And then the wrist is controlled by this arm underneath. And there's a lever for each finger and thumb, and there's 2 levers for the index finger, which you see has got 2 movements. It's got up and down, and then the end is on a separate cable.
In one of the tests, we actually managed to
real damage
Robin's genes. So it's good that we did this here in the rehearsal and not on the actual day.
3, 2, 1, action!
This particular dinosaur is a theropod, which means it's bird-like, you know, so personally, I like to go and do a lot of observations, and there are certain different birds, like a starling, has a very muscular way of moving. Other lighter birds have a kind of hoppy way of moving.
All right, yeah, so... Exactly.
I think when you get into puppetry and to practical effects, you have to invest in that. As an audience member, you have to invest in believing in that.
Move on.
So you can't not connect with that element, because you're putting yourself into it.
And you end up making some very funny faces and very funny sounds. as you're really kind of trying to project that character all the way through the operation and into that puppet.
That's it, yeah, that's it.
This is the crew that really brought this to life. I want to say thank you to everybody, and well done, everyone. It's been absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to see it.